tomorrow night up at the Patriot Hills Lounge, which is right up the street, at 7 p.m., Glenn Vetramil from the Hudson Park Group is going to be doing a public presentation on his proposal to develop the former Letchworth property, approximately 30 acres. He's invited everybody to come out and have an opportunity to view his proposal. This board early on met with Glenn Vetramil when they came with a proposal to develop a mixed-use, multi-generational idea here for Patriot Hills. One of the things we said as a town board, it's the Stony Point residents' property. Let's give them the opportunity and see if this is something that they would like to see used at the, turn into the former Letchworth property. I think it's a great opportunity, but we want to hear. We want to continue to hear from the developer. One thing, the vote will be on November 8th. Residents will have the opportunity to allow the board to know where they stand. Is this something that we want to move forward on and continue to explore? Even if there's a vote, no matter if the vote was yes, it does not compel the town board forced to sell the property, nor does it compel the proposed developer to purchase the property. That will all have to be worked out. His initial offer is $3.1 million plus build a sports recreational facility, and also to, at his expense, to look into turning the Kirkbright building, which will go to town, will retain as exploring the option is using that as a court. So the vote will give us an understanding what our Stony Point residents want, and it'll give us the opportunity, if the right deal comes, that we're able to move forward with this proposal. So once again, that is tomorrow night at 7 p.m., and that's being held up at the Patriot Hills Lounge, and that is put on by the Hudson Park Group. 7 p.m. Okay, that's all I have. This time I'm going to open it to public input. We have Mr. George Patanovic, Jr.
Thank you, members of the board, members of the public. My name is George Patanovic. I'm president of Space, and I live at 597 Old Gate Hill Road. I think it was good that the supervisor mentioned the meeting that's going to be held tomorrow at Patriot Hills by Hudson Park to explain their plans for developing the property if the vote goes to sell it to them. It would have been better if we had done that 2 weeks ago at the last town board meeting. This meeting tomorrow night was really only noticed less than a week in advance on the radio. I don't think there was any press release sent out on it that I saw, any kind of in the newspaper. Very little public information was sent out. Maybe social media is the only thing that's being done, which is not the way to reach most of the people. The meeting that was held back in May, when the developer came, was announced 1 day before the meeting. I videotaped that meeting, but a lot of people didn't know about that meeting at all. So this is consistent with the way the town is not being transparent, is not giving the public advance notice on such an important meeting. And while I plan to go to the meeting tomorrow night, I think it needed to be advertised better in advance. I'm going to hold my comments on the river to rail, which is on the agenda tonight, but I think it's premature to vote on that. It sounds like you have that on the agenda tonight for number 3. I'd like to hear if you have any other comments, and if you're going to incorporate any of the comments that Space or the Rockland County Department of Planning or Scenic Hudson had provided as public input. But I'll wait for that to come up on the agenda for the public hearing. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay.